Oh. Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. Please relax the body, enjoy the breath, and pray with the mind. A seeker in our community, Gita from Toronto, one of her team members, Tonya, her grandnephew, who is only 10 years old, recently passed away from cancer, and so naturally is struggling. Offer your mental support and physical support to Tonya and her entire family. Ma vidvishavahai. May she, may her family, may us, may all understand the mysterious and loving ways of the Creator. I want to share one more insight into praying. Shuka's birthday is next month, Vyasa's the after that. Vyasa made some birthday invitations and shared it with his friends. Shuka, once a week, will make a birthday invitation. He'll make a birthday card. Who does he give it to? Himself. He's inviting himself to his birthday. He's giving a card to himself. And why I'm connecting that is when we pray for others, who's benefited first? We are. Please understand, appreciate
Why are you talking with me?
the potency of prayer. In Niagara Falls, our ashram's name, as given by Puja Swami Tejo Mayananda, is Chinmaya Dhara. Chinmaya means knowledge, and Dhara means flow. He named our ashram this for lots of reasons. If we can zoom into, the Niagara Falls is a flow of water. Chinmaya Dhara is a flow of knowledge. Bhagavad Gita's chapter 18 is about knowledge flowing into many, many, many facets of who we are, what we are. These facets have been renunciation, vision, separation, mission, intuition, determination. I'm sharing this sequentially, the way Shri Krishna shared this. And now we are about to complete this morning on satisfaction. That is a matter of 7 systems, and this relates to your application. Sukham, or satisfaction, has another meaning, which is space. When your space is satisfactory on account of intrinsic reasons, then that means you're filled with quietness. The way your inner world is, this helps you to relate to your outer world only in an interdependent way. You have no other expectation of the outer world other than interdependence. When your space is a combination of intrinsic and extrinsic in terms of the reason you are satisfied, this means you're filled with aggressiveness. That interdependence has devolved into dependence. You're trying to squeeze from the outer world satisfaction for your inner world. This may appear to work, but it doesn't work. And there's a lovely connection of language. Vishaya means sense objects. Visha means poison. Feeling sense objects are going to bring peace is like drinking poison or eating poison and feeling this will provide good health. Now Shri Krishna is going to zoom into one whose space is only extrinsic. They do not invest in their inner world at all. It's only in their outer world. Through that they feel they will be satisfied. They're the ones who are filled with laziness. They do not live in an interdependent way, nor a dependent way. They live in a despondent way. In a stark visualization, if you're drowning in water, you will hold on to anything and everything, even if it's a shark, an alligator, correct? In that despondency, it's almost like we cause further drowning. We have now completed 660 verses of the Bhagavad Gita. We now flow into the final 40. The final 4 is a big deal in the NCAA. This is a much bigger deal. The final 40. I've yet to share the most critical verses of this chapter because most of them come in the end. They're powerful, they're beautiful. Verse 39. Yadagre chanubande cha sukham mohanamatmanaha nidralasya pramadotham tattamasamudahritam. Joy. First quarter. Yat means that which. Agre, in the beginning. Cha, and. Anubandhe, in the end. That which is the same in the beginning and end. I know you can deduct what's going to be shared next, but I'd like for us to study in a slow way so we can step back and see more. When we studied quiet satisfaction, this is difficult in the beginning and worthwhile in the end. Does everyone remember that? I shared that was a lovely verse. This is like telling the truth. Telling the truth feels like this is difficult in the beginning, but it's worthwhile in the end. You don't have to think as much. Comparatively, aggressive satisfaction feels like it's easy in the beginning, yet turns out to be hard in the end. That would be like telling a lie. It's easy in the beginning, but then you have to keep on thinking about that lie and adapting to whom you're speaking to. Then you forget details and you end up in jail. Now, Shri Krishna is sharing, there's not a change in the beginning and end. It is hard in the beginning and hard in the end. Such people don't tell the truth. They don't tell lies. They do neither. They're more of a stone than a plant, animal, human. Sukham, this space or satisfaction, mohanam atmana, it really is that which covers one's potential, confuses one's life. Zooming into this in terms of what this looks like, or better, what this feels like. When we are confused about what to do, that's felt as fear. When we are confused about who we are, that is felt as sorrow. All of this was stated in chapter 2, the 3 vices that Prince Arjuna is struggling with: moha, bhaya, shoka. Here the word moha is being used. I'm confused about what to do, so I'm afraid. I'm confused about what I am, and so I am sad. Shri Krishna zooms in more. This 3rd quarter is so detailed, so practical. This confusion about what to do and what one is, it is felt further as nidra. Here, I would ask you to show me what nidra is, but you are already showing me what nidra is. That's how in tune we are. Show me alasya. Yeah, this is how you study, like this. And pramada, that you can't show me right now, but I know it's felt during the day. Okay. Nidra, alasya, pramada. I'll start applying English to all of this. Nidra is being sleepy. Now, please note, it is being sleepy when you're not supposed to be sleepy. To be sleepy when you're supposed to is actually, you're filled with quietness. That is almost like a state of ignorance. When you're asleep, you can't commit any crimes. But this gets expressed more as alasya, that is being lazy. These are your responsibilities, but there's a lack of energy, enthusiasm, empathy, so one will do this tomorrow. In between all of this, I don't know why I have these extreme examples, we die. Go to jail, dying. And then we're born into the same personality type. That's the cycle. This is like a combination of ignorance and negligence. It's a combination. When I'm sleepy, I'm ignorant. When I'm lazy, part of it is I don't understand. Part of it is I do understand, but don't follow through. But the worst, this gets expressed the most, is pramada. Pramada is where you are an enemy, sleepy, lazy enemy to you and those around you. Now, I know instinctively you're sharing, I'm not an enemy. I'm not an enemy to my parents, to my cousins, to my neighbor. But hear me out. Pramada, I use the word enemy, in a more tactile sense, it is one who is careless. They care less. I find we make carelessness a casual emotion or way to live, but it is serious. It is mentioned in the 18th chapter. In Viveka Chudamani, Acharya Shankara goes to the extent of saying, Pramado ve mrityuhu. Those who are careless, it is like they're dead. This is not ignorance. It is not a combination of ignorance and negligence. It is negligence. If one were to commit a crime, pleading ignorance is essentially a plea, I think. But negligence, you can't make that your plea. That doesn't work. Tat, all that is shared in this verse, tamasam. It is a sukham, or space or satisfaction, that is filled with tamasam, or laziness, udahartam. This is what I'm teaching you, Prince Arjun. Completing this verse, this system, Shri Krishna, in the forthcoming verse and verses, is now going to shift. He's going to transition into the next system, which is about composition. What is the composition of your personality? And this is lovely because it's almost like he's making these systems more personal. When one goes to see a physician, I think they may look at you generally, but eventually it becomes more and more personal till finally they give you something that's just for you. It is not for the general patient, it is for you as a patient. From inspiration to application. Your application yesterday was, which of these 7 systems has been most meaningful to you? You're welcome to share in the chat. If you have identified one, I feel like that means you reflected on this. You personalized this. For me, the most meaningful system has been the one on renunciation. I feel by living by this system, living becomes very simple. You follow, yajna, tapadana, whatever comes with that, you share it. It's a very simple way to live. The application for this morning is, I want you to count the number of times you misplace things. Shoes, keys, wallet, purse, names. All of those are really signs of pramada, carelessness. I care less about my wallet. I care less about your name. This is why I forget it. Shanti, shanti, shantihi. Be joy.